That's Shorty Toilet Ornaments, all right, at Found Studios. I'm selling toilets. I changed my product, I didn't change my hustle. Did you use a toilet today? You're gonna think about me tomorrow. You're gonna think about me tomorrow. Local activist Dwayne Shorty Davis is famous for placing toilets around the town as a form of protest. He has handcrafted miniature toilets he uses to proceeds to feed the need. All right, that's at Found Studios. On February the 2nd, 2011, I blew the whistle on Scott Shellenberger and the Democratic Party and the money y'all was making off of zero tolerance and stop and frisking. On February the 7th, 2011, y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. I put the toilet in front of the Towson courthouse on February the 6th, not the 7th, and it sat there for a whole day. That's Get Shorty. That's the Baltimore Sun, Armstrong Williams, Brent Jones, and other members. Justin Fenton, all right? Pam Woods. See the date? That's Get Shorty, and that's a book and a movie. It's the Black Chronicles, and I chronicleize Baltimore. That's the Black Chronicles from 1787 to 1957, and this is from 1959 to now, all right? I'm still Shorty. We talking about the money you make off black bodies. Monopoly, the Cheaters Edition. Baltimore Rewired, the money behind the machine. We're gonna talk about the cover-up crew. Because that toilet was about Mosby, Jill P. Carter. Kathleen Pugh is my friend. I ain't got nothing against Kathleen Pugh. But Cheryl Glenn, yeah. We talking about the money behind mass incarceration. See that? That's Dwayne G. Davis, Maryland's prison industry. And that's my parole and probation. And that's Aisha Brave Boy. All right? That's President Trump. Governor Hogan. This is your Republican Party. I'm a black Republican. All right? See who that is? That's the office of the State Public Defender's Office. That's Eric Barron from the Department of Justice. That's Xavier Conway, the clerk of the court. Maryland's prison industry. O'Malley and Brown's money machine. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Everything I did on social media. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Instagram, MySpace, and it's all there. If you go directly to President Trump, he got all this. President Trump got all this. That's Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court and President Biden in 2024. All right? In 2024. Constitutional rights violations, right to property, freedom of speech, official misconduct, conspiracy against my civil rights. Dred Scott, 2025. I made a movie all about Baltimore, and everybody here is in the movie. That's Belfield. That's Scott Shellenberger. That's Kiefer Mitchell. That's Gov.O'Malley. That's Stephanie Rawlins Blake. That's Jack Young. That's Greg Bernstein. You feel me? All about Maryland's prison industry. It's Happy Constitution Day. This July the 5th. All right, the 5th of July. That's Senator Ben Cardin's 2007 and Mayor Brandon Scott. And right here, my store on Falls Road. If you go down the road, my store is right down the street. All right? In regards to your documentary, I would not be able to appear. The documentary was about our Democratic Party and our democracy and the money you make off black bodies. That's Governor O'Malley, Carl Snowden, Mr. McGee, parole and probation. All right, grand jury request. All right. So I want to go to the Supreme Court. And I want to take Donald Trump with me. Me and Donald Trump in the Supreme Court. Topics of the dissent decree. First Amendment, protected activity, community policing engagement, school policing. I do everything that's on that board. And President Trump got everything I'm talking about. So President Trump, being black is not a crime. Being black is not a crime. This is the Atlas Group. David Smith and his son. Y'all make a lot of money here. Y'all got a monopoly going on. And y'all trying to box out black Baltimore. I was down here in the Inner Harbor. I helped build this Inner Harbor, Harbor East. I did. And Atlas auctioned me off for $1,500. I was here when y'all did that auction, remember? We went from enslavement to mass incarceration, the militarization of your police department to criminalize being black. You feel me? Criminalize being black. Well, I'm Shorty, and I'm still standing. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And you ain't beat me yet. You ain't beat me yet. I'm still standing. I'm still Shorty. And we're going to make this a movie. It's going to be your Watergate 2025. Bongino got to testify in front of the grand jury. Like I say, Brack versus Wells gives me access to the grand jury. We're going to go to the grand jury because we're going to break these black codes. President Trump and Shorty, we got a hell of a story.